Good morning. Let's clear the energy. A little for you, a little for me. All right, let's let that burn a bit. My name is Ishtar. It's so wonderful to meet you. Just gonna clear some of this out. So today I'm going to be doing a collective. I'm going to do 3 cards and draw on some energy. Let me clean these cards real quick. I call upon God, Jesus, ancestors of the highest white light. I call on the higher beings, gods, goddesses. All negative energy, you must leave this space. All entities, we will deal with you and send you back to your rightful realm. And for those who are ready to transmute, it will be granted. Alright guys, I'm going to give this deck a little shuffle. Now, I don't really mess around with the cards. I let them be where they're going to be. Alright, let's knock off some old energy. Now, there are 3 cards I'm going to pick today. Spirit, please grant me those 3 cards of the message you would like to share with the collective here with us today. This is my first time. Thank you. The first card we have is in your base chakra. It's self-sufficiency. And it's upside down. So it reads, by finding material security without being materialistic, I will gain satisfaction, stability, and inner strength. I am resourceful. I put in the effort to be responsible for supplying fundamental needs in my life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I take responsibility for where I am now and where I find myself in life as I move forward. I get in touch with and trust my innate wisdom, which tells me that I will be provided with all that I need. So right now, there are a few people who are stuck in the material. They believe that that's what your success is going to be. Well, let me just tell you, success is so much more than material, than financial gain. It's more about who you are on the inside and the walk that you're taking now along your journey. Do your shadow work, which is basically what we're doing here. So this is actually my specialty. What other messages have you for the collective today? Wow, I said 3 and they gave 4, so I guess we'll accept that, won't we? Bliss. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I allow myself to create abundance, fulfillment, and to live a life free of fear. Meditation is part of my life. Some of you are not meditating as much. You were before, but you're not doing it now. And you've been meaning to get back to it, but it's like something is holding you back. Sometimes that could just be your own self. You could just be in your own way. So, get out for a walk, go in nature, start grounding. This is in the upside down, which means it's something that does need to be worked on, finding your peace and quiet. And even though you're in the quiet and in the peace of the land, it's like there's a lot of noise up here. You have to learn to quiet your mind. And when you're meditating, you close your eyes and you just feel the now. Forget what's going on all around you. Forget the past. Forget what's happening in the now. Forget about the future. Just be present within yourself. And that's what's going to help you get to that next level. That's what's going to help you to manifest your desires. So your base chakra, this is right side out, independence. You're a very independent person. It's like you always had to be, even as a child. It's like you didn't really get that time to be a child. You didn't get to enjoy it because you were very busy. It's like you were very busy taking care of everybody else, and sometimes even your own parents is what I'm hearing. That can be intense. I came from a similar background. My siblings, they didn't get that childhood that I got. They didn't get to have that because they were too busy taking care of us and taking care of sometimes my mom. And then just a lot happened. Like my father went away to prison when I was a baby, and so it was like we were left to really take care of each other. We are all we truly had, and I was just a baby at the time, but I can still have these fond memories of my siblings and how amazing they were. My sister would cook for me and stuff. So I mean, you might resonate with that. Maybe that's you in the now, maybe that's you in the past when you had to step up because for some reason or another, or a habit that your parents just couldn't do it. It's like things like this do happen, and it's hard to, you think that your parents are supposed to be up here, they're supposed to have it together, they're supposed to know, you had me, you're supposed to take care of me. But sometimes, babies have babies. Even though they're adults, it's like in here it hasn't clicked, in here it hasn't clicked. It's like a grand awakening moment waiting to happen. And sometimes it takes you to be able to set that pace in motion, to break those generational curses, to change the fate. So that way your siblings won't have to go through the things that you're going through now. And sometimes it's hard being a leader, but when you're chosen, and there's really not much you can really do about it. So a lot are called, but few are chosen. And sometimes you're one of the chosen and you're like, I just don't understand. You do, you just don't remember. It's part of why you're here. So let's get on to this next card that slipped out. The warrior. You're a warrior, guys. You embrace your inner strength, your power and resilience. You allow yourself to shine. You unfold all your potential as an empowered person with a true sense of who you are, because you had to have that. You have to have it now. You always have. It's in your nature. That's just who you are. You grow in consciousness and you overcome and you transcend the challenges. You transcended your challenges and the challenges of your parents. How amazing is that? You overcame so much. Just look at you now and be proud of the transformation that you're having. The warrior inside of you for the journey ahead, that's who you're longing for. You're longing for that courageousness, that sense of knowing. You already have it inside of you. For those of you who are feeling like overwhelmed right now, you're just like, man, there's just got to be more to life in this. There is, but right now this is where you are, and you need to find the beauty in it, because guess what? There's beauty in everything. And sometimes it's hard to see that. The last card on the bottom, it reads solar plexus of self-esteem and self-worth. Honor yourself by doing things that please you, even though you're caught up in this lifestyle that you're living right now. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. You've got to find that you time, whether it's a hot salt bath, or whether it's going out in nature and grounding. Take off your shoes, take off your socks, go sit under a tree. Feel the ground around you. Just feel the earth. It's such a wonderful feeling. Like, you have no idea, if you haven't done it yet, what you're in for. You're going to feel so good. The ground, the earth, it excretes this positive energy. And if you go to a tree and you touch it or you hug it, it's like all that negative energy just comes out of you, because trees are filled with positivity. They're much like us. The wind beats against them. the lightning strikes them, they get struck, they get burned, they get cut on, you know, they get pissed on, they get everything, you know, they get all of it, but they also get the sun. They also get water when the earth says, okay, let me pour out my blessing on you. Let me, you know, when God, or whatever it is you believe in, source, when it rains down, you know, just like for us, there are times where it's like you need a release. This is a very good release. Go work out, find whatever it is that brings you peace, and make it happen for yourself. And when you respect and approve of yourself, others are naturally going to do the same. You're teaching people how to treat and respect you by how you respect yourself, how you treat yourself. You're teaching them how to respect themselves as well. Like your siblings, they're watching you. They're always watching you. Your friends, they look up to you. They may not admit it, but they look up to you. There's going to be a lot of people that you didn't realize truly look up to you, but they'll never give you the satisfaction of knowing, because they envy you. They want that strength that you have. But, you know, even with that happening, I would want to say this to you. When you start recognizing this, don't be bitter. Just be better. Keep walking in love, and just release the need to retaliate on those who have hurt you. Release the need to want to, you know, just lash out is what I'm hearing. You're angry. Release that anger. That's what's going to get you to the next. Forgive them, even if they don't deserve it in your mind's eye, even if you feel like it. You got to take yourself and put yourself in the shoes of your enemies. You got to take yourself and put yourself in the shoes of your parents. You got to take yourself and put yourself in the shoes of your siblings, of your friends. You know, it's hard to do that sometimes, because it's like, you know, it's hard to be the bigger person all the time. It's tiring. It's exhausting. It's like, guys, sometimes I need a fucking minute too, and you can't get one. And you know what? That's when you create one. Take them outside with you. Take your siblings outside. Tell them, we're going to do a little project. Take your shoes off. Take your socks off. Put a ball out there. They'll run and push that ball around while you go and you do your grounding and you take care of self. Because guess what? Sometimes I'm in the same position. I find myself fighting for me. If you don't fight for you, nobody else will. Fight for yourself. Fight for what you want. Fight for what you need in life to get you to the next level. You can, you will, and you must. So much love to you guys. Namaste. And let me close you out with a nice cleansing. We just thank you so much, Source, God, and higher beings. Thank you so much for the angels. Thank you so much. We're so grateful for all of it. Isn't that amazing? I love it. All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will get back to you very soon. Make sure you like my video. Make sure you share my video, okay? So much love.